He has a unit of soldiers that he's responsible for. So he wasn't a man of faith in the sense he believed in the God of Israel. He probably, if he had any faith or was a religious person, he believed in many gods. And yet, although he had a number of soldiers to care for, he was concerned about one of his servants. He knew that one of his servants was sick, and he was concerned about them, that he was willing to go to this Jewish rabbi and ask him for help. That took humility on part of the centurion. He could have sent soldiers and brought Jesus to him and kind of forced him or threatened him to cure his servant, but he did not. He went humbly and asked Jesus to care for his servant. And actually, he doesn't ask Jesus to cure him, he just tells them. And I think that's the faith that Jesus saw in this centurion. His care and compassion for his servant, and then his humility to come to Jesus and ask for help. Now, the words that the centurion says, "Lord, I'm not worthy to have you enter under my roof. Only say the word and my servant will be healed." Those words should be familiar to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sound like something we say before receiving communion.
Mm-hmm.
We don't say, "and my servant will be healed." We say, "my soul will be healed." Jesus did not come to heal every sick person or to prevent anyone from ever becoming sick again and dying. He didn't come to solve the problem of poverty or homelessness or, hunger or any of these issues. Jesus came to heal us from sin, to save us from sin and death. And when we come forward to receive communion, do we come with that same faith as that centurion? Do we approach God as with that humility that, "Lord, I know I am a sinner and I need your help. I cannot save myself. I need you to heal my soul." That's what counts. That's what Jesus died for on the cross. So all of us can be spiritually healed, that one day so we can be with them and God in heaven. Sometimes I think we come forward, receive communion just as a matter of, something we do as an activity we go through. But do we come with that humility? I know many times I prayed for Jesus to heal some sick people. I offered them in prayer, and we should do this. That's what this centurion did. He's offering an intercessory prayer. He's asking Jesus to heal a servant. We don't know anything about that servant, whether he was good or bad, whether he had faith or no faith. And that's why during the Mass we have the prayer of the faithful, to offer prayers for all people. And we bring them to the Lord, trusting that the Lord will answer those prayers according to his will. Like I said, Jesus doesn't always heal every sick person or answer every prayer. And when he does, it's not just because that person deserves it or who prayed the right way or deserves the prayers be answered, but because of that fits in God's plan for our salvation. There's a bigger picture. Jesus is not just a miracle worker, but the miracles he worked had a purpose, to lead people to believe in who he is and to fulfill God's plan for salvation. The point of healing a centurion, a servant in this case, is for the Matthew to show us that Jesus came for all people, not only to the Jewish nation, to the Jewish people. He came to everyone, whether they were part of Israel or not, whether they deserved to be saved or not. He came to bring salvation to all his children. That's God's desire. That's his will, that all his children will be saved and be with him in heaven.